Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our series on the word shark around the world. You were just listening to Tiburon a la Vista by Mark Lare. If you speak or are learning Spanish, look it up. It's a funny song. Today we will be focusing on the word for shark in spoken languages in the Caribbean and South America. The first inhabitants of the Caribbean included natives from a variety of different tribes. Try as I might, I had little success in finding an online dictionary for the Carib language. The Caribs were native to the southern islands of the Caribbean and the northern coast of South America. I searched in 3 different languages and was able to find the book covers, but did not have any ebook forms or PDFs, and the closest one to me is in a library 400 miles away. For this reason, I also was not able to find a cultural symbolism for sharks from these people. This is because the Carib people and their languages are either extinct in some islands or highly endangered in others. And I think we all know who to blame for that. I was, however, able to find documentation in Spanish on the Taino language, written by Puerto Rican historian Cayetano Coletoste, and found out something that I didn't expect. This is what it said. Allá en la mar, y entran también en los ríos, unos peces de altura de ocasiones. O al menos todo el cuerpo, la cabeza bota y la boca en el derecho de la barriga, con muchos dientes, que los indianos llaman tiburones. The translation of this note is as follows. In the sea, as well as enters in rivers, are some fish of the making of cazones, or dogfish, at least of the whole body. It has a blunt head and a mouth that goes directly to the stomach with many teeth that the Indians called tiburones. Most likely this passage refers to bull sharks, which can enter freshwater just as well as saltwater, which gives them the ability to go upriver. However, the interesting thing here is that the word tiburon is of Taino origin, and many sources confirm this. You may have noticed that Cayetano also made reference to a cazón, or dogfish. Dogfish are a subspecies of shark that are pretty small and would have been more common to European fishermen than the large sharks of the Caribbean. During the age of exploration, the discovery of a flesh-eating animal larger than a man was most likely very alarming. So we've established that the word for shark in Spanish is tiburón, which is most likely a corruption of the word in Taino. Spanish is spoken in the Caribbean in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico, an overseas territory of the U.S. While in South America, Spanish is the official language in Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay. So if you're ever on a beach in any of these countries and you hear the word tiburon, get out of the water. Although, good luck with that in Bolivia or Paraguay, as these countries are in fact landlocked. Unless you happen to meet a bull shark in a river. Man, nowhere is safe. In proximity to all of these countries in South America, of course there is Brazil, whose official language is Portuguese. But fear not, the word for shark in Portuguese is very similar. Tubarão. The most likely reason for this is that Spain and Portugal were one kingdom called the Iberian Union during the Age of Exploration. This means that Spanish and Portuguese sailors probably worked a lot together. Believe it or not, Brazil is the only country in the Western Hemisphere that has Portuguese as an official language. In the Caribbean and South America, there are 3 more commonly spoken colonial languages, French, Dutch, and English. In French, the word for shark is requin, which literally means grimacer. French is spoken in Haiti, an independent country, while also spoken in Martinique, Guadeloupe, Saint-Martin, Saint-Barthélemy, and French Guiana, which are all owned by France. The Dutch word for shark is haai. Sharks are referred in this manner in the independent nation of Suriname in South America, as well as the Dutch island territories of Bonaire, Curaçao, the Caribbean, Netherlands, Aruba, and the other side of Saint-Martin. This is not owned by France as the island is shared by the 2 nations. If you've been watching this video and understand what I am saying, then congratulations, you already know how to say shark in English. The only nation in South America that claims English as an official language is Guyana. Great Britain still owns land in the Caribbean, such as the Cayman Islands, the British Virgin Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, Montserrat, and Anguilla. The United States also has a few territories in the Caribbean. We've already mentioned Puerto Rico, which speaks predominantly Spanish, but if you go there, you will find many an English speaker. The United States also possesses the U.S. Virgin Islands. There are a number of independent nations in the Caribbean that have declared English as the official language. These include Jamaica, the Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, and St. Kitts and Nevis. Jeez, that's a mouthful. Somebody should tell the British to stop being so good at taking over stuff. Most, if not all, of the island nations in the Caribbean have their own version of Creole. This tends to happen a lot in isolated communities, and in the Caribbean there are many. Haitian Creole is a French-based language that is pretty well established in Haitian communities. Its word for shark is similar to French's requin. Trinidadian Creole, on the other hand, seems to differ from town to town. Or they are oddly specific as to how sharks are classified, because the dictionary that I used had different words for different types of shark. But if I were a gambling man, I would probably bet that a language with French influence would use the word rechine more than the other. But what do I know? I haven't been to these particular islands yet. Jamaican Creole, also known as Jamaican Patois, and Bahamian Creole are both English-based creoles. Having been to Jamaica, I can confirm that the word for shark is shark, and most likely in Bahamian Creole, it is also just shark. The Bahamas just happen to be located in one of the corners of the Bermuda Triangle, where we can also find the legend of Lusca, the half-shark, half-octopus monster that is responsible for lost ships. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.